Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making spaghetti bolognese using lamb mince that I bought from Woolworths. So let's start cooking. So I've got my pot of water boiling. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. First we're going to cook our pasta. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making spaghetti bolognese using lamb mince that I bought from Woolworths. So let's start cooking. And I'm going to give this a mix just to distribute our salt. And now we're ready to add the pasta. So I'm using about 400 grams of spaghetti. So I'm just going to let this to cook in for exactly 10 minutes. So our pasta is now cooked. Just going to set this aside, but draining it first. So while our pasta is draining, I've got my cast iron skillet on high. We're now ready to cook our mince. So I'm using avocado oil today, not too much, only 60 ml. And I'm going to let this heat up slightly. So our oil is ready now. I'm just adding one little cinnamon stick. That's just for flavor, which I will remove. And as I said, I'm using lamb mince today. This is 500 grams of mince. So I'm adding 2 teaspoons of steak and chopped spice. This is the Robertson's brand. 1 heaped teaspoon of ginger and garlic. Just going to be giving this a mix. I'm only going to be adding salt if needed, because the seasoning that I added already has some salt in it. And this is very lean, basically extra lean mince that I'm using. We don't want our dish to be oily. And I'm just going to give this a good mix and allow this to cook. So mince is about 80% cooked. Mince cooks very quickly and it's a perfect weeknight dinner, or if you have last minute guests, especially if you've got kids around. It's very simple to prepare, and you don't have to use spaghetti or linguine. You could use macaroni or penne, whichever pasta you prefer. The same mixture can also be used for lasagna. So I'm going to be adding about 1/2 teaspoon of mild curry powder. I'm using thyme stems from my garden. I'm leaving them whole because I'm going to be removing them. The kids hate them. And I'm adding only 1/2 teaspoon of chili flakes. Okay, maybe a little bit more chili flakes because the kids don't really like spicy food. Going to give this a mix. Just going to allow the thyme to release all its flavor. So I'm using 1 can of tomatoes, chopped and peeled tomatoes. Just adding that in there and giving this a mix. And I'm just going to allow this to cook for a little bit. As I said, I'm only going to be adding salt if needed, because there is already salt in the steak and chop seasoning that we used. So this is just going to cook for 5 minutes. So mince is now cooked. I'm just going to be removing all our thyme. All those flavors have infused nicely. I've got some picky eaters and they will complain and nag me, so it's best to remove these. going to give this a mix. I did test for salt and this is fine. One more here. So because I'm a Desi girl proudly, and I like adding a bit of Desi flavor in everything, and I've got an abundance of coriander in the garden, I'm just going to be adding some chopped coriander for flavor and color. Just going to keep some for garnish. And now we're ready to add our pasta. So one more here. To be honest, thyme's not very pleasant eating the whole stem, so it's best I remove them to be safe. Coriander, on the other hand, has lots of flavor and can be eaten if chopped down properly. Got a nice earthy flavor. Just going to add our pasta. Going to give this a mix. Just going to add a bit more pasta. I had to use my hands because the pasta is just sticking together. Just turning my heat down, adding the balance of our pasta. So this is all the pasta. This will easily serve 4 people, 4 big meals. So our spaghetti bolognese is now ready to serve. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching today. Please remember to subscribe and share, and I hope you're going to give this recipe a try. Until our next video, take care, bye.